In a city shrouded in darkness, a mysterious figure emerges. This is a realm where chaos reigns, where the corrupt forces hold sway, and where the innocent cower in fear. Yet amidst this dystopia, a beacon of hope flickers in the shadows. Silent as the night and deadly as the winter chill, our enigmatic protagonist navigates the labyrinthine alleyways, a phantom in the gloom. This figure, this unseen shadow, is a paradox. He is a killer, yet a savior, a specter, yet a symbol of hope. His presence is as elusive as the wind, but his impact is as profound as a storm. Every whisper of his blade echoes in the hearts of the oppressed, a stirring symphony of rebellion against the iron fist of tyranny. Yet despite his deeds and the fear he instills in the hearts of the wicked, his identity remains as obscure as a moonless night. Known only as the Shadow, his identity remains a mystery to all. In the heart of the chaos, a weapon of legend awaits its master. This is no ordinary blade. It is the blade of destiny, a weapon with an ancient lineage and a power that transcends the mundane. Born in the crucible of a celestial forge, the blade of destiny was tempered by starlight and quenched in the tears of 1,000 fallen warriors. This sword is not merely a tool of destruction, but a sentient entity. It chooses its wielder, not the other way around, and it has chosen our assassin, the unseen Shadow. The blade of destiny sees in the Shadow a heart as resolute as its own, a will as indomitable as the steel from which it was forged. It recognizes in him a kindred spirit, a warrior whose purpose aligns with its own. The sword does not submit, it does not yield, it does not obey. It forms a pact, a covenant, a bond of mutual trust and respect. The assassin, in turn, is not blinded by the sword's power. He understands its nature, its essence. He doesn't command it, he partners with it. He does not dominate it, he dialogues with it. He does not wield it, he dances with it. The blade becomes an extension of his very being, an ally in his quest for justice. This relationship is not one of master and servant, but of companions. The sword is not the assassin's weapon. It is his partner, his confidant, his friend. They are two halves of a whole, two sides of the same coin. They are intertwined, inseparable, one. In the hands of the unseen Shadow, the blade of destiny becomes more than a weapon. It becomes a symbol, a beacon, a testament to the power of unity and the strength of purpose. It becomes a declaration of intent, a vow to uphold justice and vanquish tyranny. The blade, now a part of the Shadow, becomes his only ally in the fight for justice. Together they are unbreakable. Together they are unstoppable. Together they are destiny. In the solitude of his mission, the Shadow finds an unexpected companion. As the night stretches on, a peculiar friendship begins to bloom. The Shadow, a nameless assassin shrouded in mystery, begins to grow close to his most unlikely of allies, his blade. This isn't just any blade, though. It's the blade of destiny, a sword that holds a consciousness of its own. The Shadow and his blade, they share whispers in the stillness of the night. It's not a language you or I could understand, but it's a language nonetheless. A silent conversation between steel and soul. The blade, with its ancient wisdom and ethereal calm, soothes the Shadow's turbulent heart, guiding him through the darkness of his life. It's a bond that goes beyond the battlefield. They're not just partners in combat, but also confidants in solitude. When the moon is high and the world is asleep, they share stories. Stories of the blade's past, tales of the Shadow's dreams. They understand each other in ways that no one else ever could. The blade becomes more than just a weapon to the Shadow. It becomes a friend, a mentor, a companion. It's the voice in the quiet, the light in the darkness, a constant presence that brings comfort and strength to the Shadow's lonely existence. But this bond isn't one-sided. The blade, in its own unique way, grows fond of the Shadow too. It admires his resilience, his unwavering determination. It respects his code, his sense of duty. And in this admiration, the blade finds a sense of purpose, a reason to shine. It's a strange friendship, one might say, an assassin and his sword. But it's real, it's deep, and it's powerful. It's a bond forged in battle, nurtured in solitude, and strengthened in understanding. In the silence of the night, their bond deepens, forming an unbreakable connection. In the midst of their shared solitude, an unexpected emotion begins to stir. The assassin, a creature of the shadows, finds his heart gripped by a sentiment he had never anticipated. An affection, a warmth, a connection that transcends the physical realm, begins to blossom towards his blade. It's an emotion as sharp as the edge of his sword, and as profound as the mystic metal from which it was forged. He is startled, bewildered even by this budding emotion. After all, how can one fall in love with an object, a tool of his deadly trade? Yet the feelings are undeniable. He cherishes the sword not just for its lethal elegance, but for the companionship it offers. The blade has been his confidant, his partner, his only friend in a world that has shown him little but betrayal and pain. The assassin, a man who has been taught to feel nothing but the cold steel of his weapon, now finds warmth in that very chill. In this solitude, this silence that they share, the sword too reciprocates these emotions. You may wonder, how can an inanimate object feel? But remember, this is no ordinary blade. It's a blade of destiny, carrying a soul of its own. An ancient spirit that has seen centuries pass, wars waged, and now feels the love of its master. Their bond deepens, their connection strengthens. The blade shines a bit brighter, fights a bit fiercer. The assassin, on the other hand, fights not just with the skill of his hands, but with the love in his heart. He battles not just for survival, but for the protection of this unique relationship. His heart, once shrouded in shadows, now harbors a light of love. It's a love story that defies norms, transcends boundaries, a love story as unique as its protagonists. It's a tale of an assassin and his sword, of a man and his companion, of love found in the most unlikely places. Their love, though unconventional, becomes a beacon of light in the darkness. With their bond stronger than ever, the Shadow and his blade face their biggest challenge. As the final confrontation unfolds, the air is thick with anticipation. The Shadow, our stalwart hero, stands against an array of corrupt forces, the embodiment of darkness and deceit. His blade, not just a weapon but a partner, gleams defiantly in the encroaching twilight. Their bond, fostered through countless battles, now must endure the ultimate test. The battle begins. The Shadow moves like a wisp in the wind, his blade an extension of his will. Every stroke, every parry, every thrust is a dance of death, a symphony of survival. His adversaries, though numerous and formidable, falter under his unwavering resolve. The blade, too, fights with a will of its own. It's not just steel and edge, it's love and loyalty personified. As the battle rages, the bond between the Shadow and his blade becomes palpable. They move as one, their hearts beating in unison. Every slice cuts through the darkness, every parry a testament to their unity. They are not merely a man and his weapon. They are partners, friends, lovers. Their bond is their strength, their love, their armor. Despite the odds, the connection between the Shadow and his blade prevails. They fight back the darkness, their shared strength overcoming the corrupt forces. Each enemy falls, their dark intentions no match for the pure bond between the Shadow and his blade. As the dust settles, the Shadow and his blade stand victorious. Their bond, tested and proven, remains unbroken. The battlefield, once a site of conflict, now bears witness to a victory not just of strength and skill, but of love and unity. Their love, their bond, their unity, it was their strength. It was not the might of the Shadow or the sharpness of the blade that won the day, but the love they shared, the bond they nurtured. In the end, love truly was the greatest weapon. The final battle was not just a victory, but a testament to the power of love. As the dust settles, a new dawn breaks over the city. A quiet peace blankets the metropolis, a peace won not by armies or politicians, but by an assassin and his sword. Their bond, forged in the crucible of battle, has transcended the ordinary and become something extraordinary. The sword, once a mere tool of destruction, has evolved into so much more. It has become a beacon of hope, a symbol of dedication, and a testament to the power of love. The assassin, who once walked a path of solitude, now shares his journey with an unlikely partner, his beloved blade. Their commitment to each other is unyielding, their love undeniable. Their tale is a testament to the power of love in the most unusual circumstances. And so, with each rising sun, the city wakes to a day of peace, a peace gifted by their love. In the heart of the city, a love story unlike any other continues to unfold. The love of an assassin and his blade.